It's Greg here again with a kit review of the King Tiger Porsche turret with interior from Takom. As you can see, it's nice artwork on the front showing you as if it's been sliced in half, showing you all the workings, all the suspension, everything basically. This was a present from my mum, who kindly bought me it the weekend, and I actually ordered it on the Friday, and it came on a Saturday, on a Sunday by DHL, because I got it through Amazon, and my daughter's got Amazon Prime, so went through her account and I got next day delivery, which cost nothing. Couldn't believe it. I paid around £47 for this. Well, I didn't, my mum did. £47, so a bargain, because I've been looking at prices and they're well in the 50s, so I think I got a really good deal on it. Right, so let's have a look at this kit. So let's see, on the front of the box it's just got, as you can see, cross section of the actual tank. Then on the sides we have a colour call out for one of them and the MIG paints, but I'll have to find out what colours I'm going to need, because I use Tamiya paints or Tamiya paints, whichever you want to call it. It's a nice colour call out there on that side, and there's one of these, what am I call it, for your phone to do something or other. It's well, I don't know, I've never used them before, so I don't know, but that some people might know how to use them. Scan them on your smartphone and you bring something up, presumably. Right, on the other end we just have the usual fare, just the same picture as on the main front. Obviously it's 135 scale, and the number is 2046, and it's a Takom kit. And on the other side we have a sprue map telling you what's in the box, basically. So as you can see, there's quite an amount in the box, as there will be with full interior. There's a couple more King Tigers again from Takom. I think they're both Henschel turrets, but I've been reading up on this. So both turrets, Porsche and the Henschel, were made by Krupp. So they're basically Krupp turrets, just different versions. So I believe, that's what I've been told. So if I am wrong, please correct me. Leave it in the comments below. Yeah, this one on the top of here, I think it's just Andy's hobby workshop. He built this, and it did look a nice kit. And I've seen a few YouTubers building this one as well, but I haven't seen anybody building the Porsche one. So I thought I'll go for the Porsche one just for a change. So as you can see, it's quite a deep box, so there's obviously lots and lots of plastic. And like I normally do, I say I haven't. This is honest truth. I have never opened this box yet. I got it on Sunday, yesterday, and I haven't opened it because I thought I'd do a kit review, and I'll just keep myself until then, like a kid at Christmas I am. So here we go. As you can see, it's rammed full of plastic, absolutely rammed full of plastic. So we'll put that to one side and we'll just go through like I normally do, sprue by sprue, when I find my knife, which is here. Right, so first thing first, there's a correction sheet. There's no point in opening that, so obviously there's been a correction sheet for something, looks like the on the engine. And in there we have the part of the gun turret and the front machine gun, or the bar machine gun, or Zimmerit. Sorry, it's with Zimmerit as well, my apologies for not saying that. As you can see, it's nicely moulded. So I won't open that box until I need to, really. That's a better light in it now. So we'll open the small sprue to start with, and we'll have a gander through it. I'm trying to change the blade, Mr. Riley. And these two sprues must be the same. Yeah, these two sprues are the same. And it's Sprue T, so just goes to show you how many bits of plastic we've got. And there's various parts in there, look like ammunition bags. It's like an air vent from the back of something, that must be in the engine compartment. And these are little things along here, must be, let's bring it up and see if we can get any closer. They look like ammunition bags, you know, for small arms, firing rifles and machine guns, I would think. And a bit of suspension arm there. Little bits and pieces. As you can see, they're all lovely mouldings. With my fat fingers out the way, you'll be able to see better. So as you can see, they're nicely moulded. No flash, nothing. On the reverse, again, actually that was the reverse. This is the the front shot, the half asleep. As you can see, the detail on even on that little thing is really nice and crisp and fresh. Nice raised rivet heads or bolt heads. Nice markings on it. Same again, the suspension and various parts. Very small parts, like the radiators as well. So there's two sprues like that. So that must be obviously for the engine compartment and the little bits and pieces, i.e. the ammunition pouches or bags, whatever you want to call them. Right, and then we have another sprue, another large sprue, which is Sprue E. Let me just see. Changing actually, it's ridiculous. And as you can see, this part here is obviously the inner workings. That must be the hatch, sorry, the main turret, turret ring. And there we have a piece of, obviously again, the base of the main turret and a turret ring, which is nicely moulded on the edges. If you can quite make that out. There's a moulding all the way around it, nicely done. Not very clear today. See on the top perhaps, or little bolts, heads and things like that. And then we have a look like a part of the driver's hatch, or the driver's hatch, or the and the commander's cupola as well hatch. Nicely moulded. Again, nice crisp and nice detail. We have two versions of guns, and we have, yeah. No, it's just the one. It looks like slide motor there for a minute. Just a normal King Tiger one, but I think, you see, that shouldn't be a problem to get the same out of that. So I've just built the King Tiger. The normal Tiger, and that was a two-piece barrel, and I just looked after it and got the same out, and you wouldn't think it was a plastic barrel at all. But I'll show you that in the next update of the Tiger with the interior. So that's quite a nice sprue, nicely detailed again. No ugly injection marks on the front or anything like that, so which is good. Little fine detail parts as well. I think this is my first Takom kit. I'm almost certain it is. So maybe I'm being a bit ambitious with just building the one with the thing, but obviously this will get built at some stage, but I don't know when. Right, this we have Sprue F, and we have some more hatches and covers, and so there's another. It's got Zimmerit on. There's another gun part, or part of the gun. So we have two parts. This must be wrong, or different model or different variant. And then we have a front cover for the main gun, for the mantlet, and old Zimmerit, which is nice. And then we have the rear, which is Zimmerit as well. Nice detail on that as well. And then obviously a few little different hatches, one thing and another. All got Zimmerit all over them, which is really, that's the for the rear hatch door. These parts here. Where we are. These parts here for the rear hatch. There's another machine gun port again for the machine gun, which is nicely Zimmerited again. And there's a big chunk there of Zimmerit for some part, I don't know what yet. But yeah, another nicely detailed part. Only injection marks are where they should be on the rear that you're not going to see, so that's another nice part. Another nice sprue, I should say. Right, well, I'll have a look at this main turret. Main hull. Let's have a look what it's like. The details going to be like on it. Two-piece here, lower hull and upper hull. We'll start with the lower hull. As you can see, it's the usual fare, just the, lots of different hatches, escape hatches on the side. Not really a great amount of detail, but the wheels cover most of it up anyhow. So, But there's some nice detail in it. There's a nice, you know, in the there we are. As you can see, you can't the weld marks at the end where the plate's being put in. There again, you're not going to see that once the idler's on or the sprocket. It's still nicely detailed. Obviously inside this is all going to be covered with one thing, and I can see all the injection marks. So I presume all these will be covered with the interior. It's quite deep. I think a lot of these are the hatches anyhow, so yeah, so they're not injection marks really. It's just the hatch covers. So I presume it'll be the parts for that to go on top or to cover them up. But yeah, and it's got, what does it say on there? It's a 2016 mould, so it's relatively new. It's only 2 years old. It's a daisy. And then we have the top of the hull. Obviously got no Zimmerit on the top there, on the side where the ring is, and lovely detail on the teeth for the main turret. And then obviously we have the driver's hatches and covers will go in here, and then obviously the bow machine gun. You can see the Zimmerit is lovely, really nicely done. Really nicely done. All the way around. Nicely done all the way. Obviously got fenders to go on there. I'm debating obviously if I'm going to do it factory new or a little bit of wear and tear. So the fenders will be going on, so there'll be no battle damage as such because it won't have gone into battle. But let's see what the fit's like. Oh yeah, it's going to be a nice fit, that. Shouldn't think any problems with that at all. So, pop this back. And then more plastic. So let's have a look at these. Various small parts, the headlights and jack blocks, and the jack at the back, which is multi-party, Dragon-esque. A bit of the Pioneer tools, the jack box, obviously the cabling along the sides, nicely moulded again on there. Yep. And the headlights, which are all nicely moulded. There we go, and there we go. As you can see, they're nice. Very small parts, wheels and axes and God knows what, until a lot of the external stuff on here. A little machine gun, that I don't know. It's part of a machine gun. It must be the part of the internal machine gun for the bow or for the turret. But it's not, unfortunately. It's not hollow. And I think it would be virtually impossible to drill a hole in that sort of size thing. But we'll see when we get to it. Apart from everything else is nice crisp fresh mouldings. No complaints there at all. All nice. That was part of the muck guards, I would have thought. The top there, nicely detailed with nice bolt heads and things like that, really nice. So that's another sprue out of the way. There's lots and lots of sprues in this kit. Lots of bloody sprue. I thought there was enough in the Tiger. Just we've got even more. And this looks like a lot of the the internal workings on the gun, on the main gun. Lovely again, lovely mouldings, lovely. You can just see the detail is really crisp, really is nice. Obviously part of the main gun inside. Lots of various small bits and pieces. I think most of this will be the internal. There's the bit valve for the breech as well. Lovely moulding. No flash, as there shouldn't be on a 2016 kit. You wouldn't have thought, would you? Nicely detailed again. So Let's pop that one away as well. Right, another sprue. After all this, look, I can just peel the bloody bags off on it. How stupid am I? That. £30. It's Monday morning, you have to excuse me. Right, and then we have a lot of the, I think this is all the internals again, and the detail for the internal, which is nice, you know, like a fuse box there and lots of wiring. Looks like some ammo packs or something like that on the internal part, and then we have a part of the you know, internal again with a nice checkerboard effect, really nice, and I like that, it's nice. And then we have some more parts. I presume these are for the inside, I don't really know until I look, and there's again, it's just the same as the bottom, obviously that fits inside the lower hull, as does that part there. That's again nicely all fresh and clean and nice mouldings, nice detail. Yep, I like that indeed. Well, at least I found out you can rip the bags that way. Eh? It would have been a shame. I've gone all the way through it and then found you didn't have to do that. Never mind. Never mind. Right, and there's plenty of plastic still to go yet. Where we are? There's the rip. And this looks like interior parts as well. I think a lot of this plastic will be really. Yeah, that's the firewall for the inside, where the towards the engine. Look at the details on them. That is superbly done. That really is nice. Little bits and pieces on there. Wiring, fuse boxes. You can go for the fuse boxes and things. Yeah, lots and lots of parts for the part of the engine. And by looking at that, I would have thought it's something to do with the engine. Yep. And then again, more parts of the engines. Yes. Hello, Tess. You like your sister? This is the other one. This is Tess. You can hear meowing, which is Bella's sister. Nicely detailed again, as you can see. It's like the radio. Yeah. More internal parts. That's the top, like the cylinder head. I would think of the cylinder head, the top of the engine, where the gasket goes on the top. More stuff for the internal again. Nice checkerboard effect on there again. And these must be the insert for the no detail. There must be on the inside again. I would have thought, if everything else is on that sprue for the inside, one would think. So I have to blow my finger. I don't want it to go over 30 minutes this time, otherwise it has to get cut off. So I may have to do it in 2 parts. We shall see. We shall see. When I get round to the 30 mark, and let's see what I've got left to do. Right, and then yet another sprue is the clear one. As you can see, nothing really much to say about this clear one. It's just clear and it looks like nice and clear as well. No problems with any of them. Do that part. Right, another sprue. More internal parts. Yep. More bits and pieces. Ammo racks for the ammo to go in. Looks like more internal parts again to go along the hull side. The engine, part of the inside of the engine. Part of a transmission and the brakes. Yeah, a bit of bracing again for the internal. All nice again. As you can see, the mouldings are superb. No flash, anything like that, so minimal cleanup. Right, pop this one back in there as well. So there's lots and lots of plastic. So this is going to be another kit. It's going to take a month or something for me to build if I ever get around to it eventually. With that many things going on, I'm going to finish, hopefully get this Tiger, the normal Tiger finished first, Tiger 1 finished this week, the internal, and then I'm going to make a start on the Leopold. Right, more internal parts again, but the detail is superb again. You know, look at the all crisp detail on them. Everything. I don't know what half of these parts are, but as we're building them, looks like part of the gun again, and various little bits and pieces for the internal engine compartment, I would have thought, and the turret, one thing and another. So that's another nicely moulded. If they're all like this and it goes together like that, I'll be very, very happy. So I shall pop this away. There's a little turret here with the commander's cupola, and this one I'll have to cut. Doesn't matter. This is all commander's cupola, I would think, and other various little pieces for the external of the tank by looking at these things. Nice detail again. I know this part here is for the inside of the turret roof. A lot of these parts are a few hatches. Looks like part of the gun mantlet, is it? Yeah, it's slide moulded. So you wouldn't have thought why they could have slide moulded the main barrel, but I say it's not going to take too much effort to get the seam line out of there. Like I say, when I've done it on the Tiger, the first Tiger, and you can't tell at all. Took me time with it, and it came out nice. So that's a small sprue, that one there. And another sprue here, which is the hull, the turret. Nice again, lovely mouldings again. Look at that, Zimmerit, superb. I might try and chip a few of these bits, but I don't want it. I don't know how to, what I want to do with it yet until I get there. Lovely, look at that, really nice, all the way around. Lovely mouldings, and it's a nice thick plastic as well. It's not cheap thin stuff. It's really quite firm. I know there's a bracing thing there, but even so, it's still decent quality plastic. What will I have to tire alright at the moment? Sprue B this is, so I'm getting a bit of towards the top of the deck. Yeah, we have the deck stuff here. Drive, part of the the sprocket. Drive sprocket on there. Engine hatches. Fenders. Part of the external again, all external stuff this. Apart from that part there. That must be the it's the thickness of the yeah, the thickness of it, so presumably, I think if I read this is actually gives you the actual scale of the thickness of the armour as well. Obviously 1/35 scale, but actually how it would have looked if it was full size and part of the exhausts. A few more hatches. All nice again. Right, let's pop that one away. Oh, bloody hell. Still loads of plastic. I'll pop that one out. I'll put that one out. Messing around. Then we have some more. We have two. No, they're not the same sprues. We have a lot of the ammunition by the looks of this. Shells and one thing and another. Lots of little tiny parts again, presumably for the inside again. All nicely done again. All the small details again, all the little bits and pieces. All internal stuff, I would presume. Yeah, we've got the little machine gun, so the bullets for the machine gun by looking at that. Other bits. Yeah, lots of little bits and lots of little bits and pieces, as you can see, but they're all nicely moulded again. Yep, can't argue with any of that. Little sinkhole on that part there, but shouldn't be too bad. excuse me, to get out. Or if it's ever seen, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And the next sprue is very similar. We have more ammunition. Get more ammunition again, and then we have part of the internal again with a nice checkerboard effect. That looks like the base of the turret ring. Nice, all nicely moulded again, all little bits and pieces. More ammunition, bloody hell, there's plenty of ammunition. Shell cases and shells. Got all pipe work for the engine, I presume, little bits more detailed stuff again. Right, so that's that one. And then we have one last big sprue, which is the wheels and suspension arms and the other bits and pieces. Again, detail is superb. Really nice. Really nice. So the exhausts at the back, are they one piece? Yeah, they won't. No, they're not. No, they're not. The two piece. They have two sprues the same. Obviously, they're going to be. Obviously, that'll for the wheels, for the outside of the wheels there. All nicely detailed again. Suspension arms, shackles, so little bits and pieces again. There's two sprues there the same. So that was the last of the big sprues, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of tracks, all different. Filled up. Let's just get one out and let's have a look, see if there's any ugly injection marks on one. Let's pick one out at random. As you can see, that looks nice. That's the obviously this is on the internal part. Yeah, there's just very faint ones there. Very faint, as you can maybe can't quite see. A couple of wisps of it with a sanding stick, and they'll be out. So that's nothing to worry about. I think some of these are actually for the. I think these ones are for the turret. Yeah, they're out for the turret. No point getting them all out of the bags. But yeah, nicely detailed again, nice and fresh. All these, same with these. These are. Let's have a quick look. You can get into the bag. Yeah, just a couple of wisps again, but you can quite see with my big fat hand in the way. There's a very faint ones there, they won't take long to get out. It's a shame, like, but you know, it's one of these jobs you can just sit there doing while you're watching TV or something. So that's the tracks. They don't look too bad. And then last but not least, we have the destructions and all the other bits and pieces that we get there. Right, for a minute, I'm going to have to rush these last couple of minutes. Right, so we have the decal sheets, 2 decal sheets, and they look really nice and tidy, nice and flat. As you can see, they're nice and flat, lovely jubbly. And we have 2 PE frets, obviously for the engine covers and things like that, nice and thin. Yep, lovely. And then we have a lot of these for the ends of the shells, and then obviously looks like fender parts. I may be wrong, I don't know. Lots of bits of PE there. Again, I'm not going to make any story. Come on, where the hell are we at? Here we go. Itself up again. Let's just take these bits out for now. And then we have a it looks like a mask to obviously when you put the Zimmerit for the holes for the track holders. So I'll have to work up with that. And then we have another correction sheet. Yeah, we have another correction sheet. So which is nice again. But I'm going to have to stop here and start again, so I should be back in 2 seconds. Sorry chaps, it's all because we're getting near the 30-minute mark, so it's going to be a two-piece review this. So yeah, we get to the detailed parts of the internal workings, which is nice to see. Nice colour call outs for them. They're all MIG paints, but I'm sure I shall find. Get rid of that glare. Get rid of that glare. Can you see that far back? Yeah, nicely detailed, nicely painted. Yeah, looks decent. And on the other side we have the engine. There we are, detailed engine, how it should look when it's all painted and whatever. And then the internal, there's a lot more red German primer inside this one than there is in the Tiger 1. Yeah, nicely detailed, and tells you about the shells, colours for the shells, polished metal. So we have the steel, and then we have a look at the looking as if you're looking in from the rear. Let's move your thumb out of the way and get rid of that glare. Can we see that now? That's it. Looking like, obviously looking inside it from the back. And again, looking it down again, we have the driver's, looks like it's the driver's compartment. And across the bracing there you can see how there are ammo, looks like machine gun ammo cases or bags right along the sides. All nice again, giving you a breakdown of one thing and another, which is nice. There's different coloured shells for different ones, but they've all got the decals as well for the shells. Some of the decals were for the shells. As if you can see on the gold coloured one, there's a bit of writing on them at the bottom of some description or markings, and same again on the tops of the ammunition. So there's all the decals for them as well, so it's quite nicely detailed. Yeah. So I should just put all this back on this one side, and then we don't lose everything. So there's lots of PE, but that's going to be yeah, that's what I was saying about this other set of decals. These ones here, it looks like for the ammunition. By the looks of it, little bits and pieces. I'll put it upside down. I don't know what there is. I can't really make out what it says. It's all not going any further. If anybody can read that, but I can't. Sorry for the shake, but I can't read that. And obviously more bits and pieces down here. We've got the dials for the radio. This is a nice touch. I don't know what the other ones are for, but I'm sure we'll find out. Right, and then we come to the actual instruction sheet. Booklet form, which is nice. I prefer booklet form than, you know, pull out ones. It's giving you a bit of brief history of the tank, and one thing in here, the German Tiger Ausf B or King Tiger was arguably the very best tank that was put into battlefield during World War II. Other people will disagree with that. Obviously it didn't last very long because we're coming towards the end of the war. If they brought these out mid-war, I thought there would have been a bit of a difference, but it's a nice looking beast, I must admit. I do like the look of it. So let's onward to the instruction sheets. Right, we have a bit of telling you how to apply the decals and removing the PE. Don't fold it out too much, and then we have the, I'll just move this out of the way a little bit over here, and then it's still not quite right, that is it? There we are, maybe that's better. And then we have obviously the sprue map again that we have on the box. It's nice again. And we start off traditionally, usually do, with the low hull, putting bracing in the low hull, at the transmission into the sprocket. And yeah, I thought them parts were for. There we go. Let's just turn these into that. Yeah, it's only problem with the photo button is I have to do it that way. And then we're starting off inside, so them parts are for the inside to go inside the main hull.